So let's look at a few misconceptions that's been taught by indoctrination. Some things some things are deeply rooted within us, and we don't even know how it got there or what happened. Like, wait a minute. I've heard people say different things as far as praying in the language of fire or praying in your heavenly language. And here are a few of them. Number one, everybody cannot speak in the language of fire. Well, that is partially true. Everybody cannot speak. The prerequisite is number one, you must be a born again believer. That's number one. Number two, you must be a believing believer. Do you know how many unbelieving believers that we have encountered over and over again? Father, I believe, but help my unbelief. We believe him in a certain area, but not in this area. What? This is your right as an ambassador. So we posture ourselves by getting doubt out of the way, knowing that this is your right as a kingdom ambassador. Okay, let's go back. Go back to our notes. Let's look at the other misconception. The prayer language is only for certain believers. Well, I've heard, well, I'm a believer, but that's not for me. What? So basically, you're telling the giver of the gift that I don't want what you have to offer to me because that's not for me. We're going to take a look at the word and see exactly what his thoughts are concerning that, because I have to make the exchange, my thoughts for his thoughts. I can't continually think the way that I'm thinking apart from the word. And when I do think apart from the word, that is rebellion. All right, number three, when you speak in your heavenly language, you must have an interpreter. I know a particular denomination. This is what they teach and they live by it. See, this is what the word said right here. You got to have an interpreter. Okay, so let me give you a scenario. You invite me as your guest minister, if you allow female ministers. You, whoo, that's funny to me. I had to laugh at myself on that one because there's a lot out there. But anyway, if somebody's drowning, do you really care what gender saves you? Okay, so you invite me as your minister to minister that particular day. I go to the pulpit to minister, and then my entire message, I decide that I'm going to pray in my language of fire. And I do that for 30 whole minutes. Okay, so that's where that scripture and Corinthian, that's where that is fitting, where if you're going to do that in that particular setting, then so for the benefits of the hearers, they need to know what you're talking about. It doesn't make sense. So we cannot just take one scripture and run away with it. We have to rightly divide the word of truth.
The Faith Kingdom Center for Ambassadors is excited to announce our prayer school. Join us every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central for a power-packed teaching on prayer, followed by corporate prayer. Our school will teach keys and principles of prayer that will strengthen and improve your personal prayer life. We will stream on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If you'd like to join us for prayer school or submit a prayer request, email us at eofkcprayer@gmail.com or text us at 901-206-3220. We hope you'll join us.